we have now come to the 12th, 752 square, in the reiteration of the square system that started in December of 2019. It was the fourth or fifth night of Hanukkah, and it went for about a year and a half, about 18 months, and then in the second round was like a review of it. So just to explain the foundation, what it is, it's the real truth is I'm not exactly sure what it is, but at the basic idea is a measurement of time that is conveyed in a graph. It's in a sequence of numbers. It's a grid that is 5 by 5, and 5 by 5 of course is 25, so that's 25 days, and this 25 boxes, there's 25 three-digit numbers, and this accounts for not 25 but 35 days of time. And you might ask, where's that extra 10 days coming from? Well, the idea of 752 is really a deep meditation. It's a deep pondering of ways you can get to 7. Like you can get to 7 by doing 1 plus 6. You can get to 7 by 3 plus 4. But there's a special thought. A special, I'm not sure what to call it, maybe consciousness or a reality of 5 plus 2. If you take 5 and 2, and that shows up in the Torah in different places, but not just in the Torah, but in different things connected with Judaism. And I'll give an example. In the morning, some people say the sacrifices in the morning, and it's Nusach Svard. They say there's a passage there that comes from, it's a passage from the Talmud in Yoma 33a, I believe it is, and it's a brisa. No, it's not a brisa. It's Abaya says that he received it from Abba Shaul. The whole order of how the daily service was done in the Beis Hamikdash. Seder HaMaracha, and the Tamid, and the blood of the Tamid, and the Hetivo Shtei Neros, the different, they would put the blood, and they organize the pyre for the wood, for the burning of the sacrifice, and then they take the blood, and then they would, the whole procession of all the things. And so they split up. They do, when the lamp, the menorah, was cleaned, Hetivo et hanerot, when they would clean the lamps, they would clean 5 of them, and then there was another procedure that was different. It was not part of the menorah. Maybe it was like, I think it was the blood of the daily sacrifice was removed or something, and then they would clean the 2. So that's very interesting. That means that there's a special. Why did they do that? Okay, that's one example of where 5 and 2 are split up. But there's another place in the Torah that 5 and 2 is split up. It's when Yosef said to his brothers when they first met, he revealed that he was Yosef. He said, "Ani Yosef." I'll paraphrase it. I don't remember the exact Hebrew, but he said, "We have just begun the 2 years of the famine, and there are 5 years where there will be no planting or reaping," or something like that. Basically, he said that when they met, it was 2 and there was 5. So you see another split between 2 and 5. But I'll take it a step further, and let's go outside the Torah proper per se, because everything's in Torah. So let's zoom into the Chabad Rebbes for a moment. And this is a question I ask over and over again every year. It's really interesting to see the kinds of people that I ask and who hears the question, and they hear this question every year over and again. and I never get an answer. And I asked Rabbi Wolf this question one time, and he didn't have an answer. And this is the question that of the Chabad Rebbeim, if you look at their pictures, there are 5 of them that have pictures, some kind of portrait, but 2 of them there's no picture of. And that's a mystery, and I don't think it's by chance. I don't think it's by mistake. So you have, of course, the first, right, the Alter Rebbe, Shneur Zalman of Liadi. You have the Mitzvah Rebbe. No, you don't have the Mitzvah Rebbe. You have the first. You have the Tzemach Tzedek. Yeah, you have the first, the third, Tzemach Tzedek. You don't have the Marash. You have the Rashab. You have the Frierdiker Rebbe, and you have the Lubavitcher Rebbe. So the Mitzvah Rebbe, no. Marash, no. So 2 and 4. 2 and 4, I think you don't have pictures of. So again, you have 2 and 5. Two Rebbes that have no pictures or portraits. And they say, I talked to somebody, they say they have some obscure picture of the Marash, but I don't know, it's like not so verified. Certainly it's not shown anywhere. And that can be proof enough alone that it's shown. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's so many we all know the portraits, right? Whoever knows what I'm talking about. I mean, you know the portraits when they're outside and the Rebbetzin is looking, you know, in the shtetl kind of setting, and the woman's looking out a window, the kids playing in the background. There's that one with the 5 Rebbeim there. Okay, and then you have the individual portraits, you know. It's Tzemach Tzedek with his, looks like a Yerushalmi kind of a thing, the white whatever. Okay, whether it's painted or pictures or something, you have images of 5 and no images of 2. Even though they say that somewhere they have images of one of those 2, but for all intents and purposes, practically there's 5 and 2. Okay, there's another 5 and 2. It's 5 and 2. And I'll take it a step further. I'll take even outside of the Chabad Rebbeim. Let's go now to the week. This is going from Torah. Now we went into like minutia of Hasidic Rebbes, and now we're going into secular world. In the secular world, lahavdil, you have 5 working days, and you have 2 days of the weekend. Now you could think that's just arbitrary, but why should it be that way? Why does it have to be that way? 2 days of the weekend. You'll say, because Sunday is the Sabbath for the Gentiles. Okay. But I think it's more than that. There's other examples, which I won't actually say here. Hamevin Yavin. But let it be said that one can see what is said but what's not said. But if you can think of anything that are 5 and 2, then you probably got it. But anyway, that's the backstory behind the 52. That's why it's called 752 square. It's 7, which is comprised of 5 and 2, and that's really that's how you get 35 days from 25 days, because you have 5 days that are there in the grid, 5 by 5, which is 25, and you have 2 days per week times 5 is 10 days. 2 days that are not there. So it follows the same pattern. The concepts in the systems, in the squares, are very recursive. They all follow each other. So that was a long introduction, actually. I'm not sure how long it was. See here. 9 minutes. Wow. Will I have time? Yeah, I think we'll have time. Okay, so basically, this is the 752 square, the 12th one. I counted 12 of them already. There's 20 of them altogether. And this is the 12th one. And this corresponded to Thursday, January 14th, 2021. And then it went 35 days until Wednesday, February 17th of 2021, which was Yom Hamishi, Aleph Shevat. We're right around that time now, but this is 3 years ago. And it went through Yom Revii, the 5th day of Adar of 5781. Now this year we have a leap year, and that year was not a leap year, so I'm not sure how we'll do it. Maybe we'll just count it as Nissan. Or maybe we'll skip Adar Bays. I'm not sure. Skip Adar Aleph maybe. Do it twice, I don't know. Let's do the same thing twice maybe. You know what? We'll do the 13th square twice probably. That might not be a bad idea. Okay, anyway, these are the numbers that correspond from January 14th to Wednesday, February 17th. Okay, starting from the top here. 37, 0, I'll read them in 3 digits, okay? Okay. 037, 021, 088, 052, 054, 090, 093, 025, 080, 021, 051, 021, 049, 041, 081, 050, 074, 016, 049, 074, 082, 023, 028, 079. Oh my goodness, I can't believe this. 094. I'm noticing now, just when I'm about to get discouraged and give up a shtickle, I always get some encouragement that just keeps me going. I notice that there is a seder to this. There is a complete order beyond the shadow of any doubt. And this is all done randomly, quote unquote randomly, but it's not random. Anything that's random, okay, random, let's get that gematria to make sure, but random, R-A-N-D-O-M, is 65 in English ordinal, which is Aleph, Dalet, Nun, Yud gematria. It's Hashem. There's nothing random. If it's random, it's 65, it's Adnut, it's from Hashem. So basically, this is not random. Did you notice, you probably did you notice something interesting about each number here? Every single number was a 2-digit number. But before this, there were 3-digit numbers. It was 037, 021, 088, 052. Just check it again. Let's see. 090, 093, 025, 080, 021, 051, 0... It's all... Yeah, they're all 2-digit numbers, whereas before it wasn't like that. There is a thought here. And there's secrets, and it's slightly frustrating because I don't know what the secret to it is, but when I see these things, I need to conclude that this is from a higher intelligence. This is coming from, from Shemayim, from God. Therefore, I continue, and it seems like it's going on for a long time, but let's see what happens. Those are the numbers that correspond from January 14th, 2021, which was the first day of Shevat in 2021. I remember that day perfectly, exactly. Yes, I remember that day perfectly. And then it went until Wednesday, February 17th, 2021, which was the 5th day of Adar in 2021.